Hmm? I'm sorry, what? What is going on, you scallywags of YouTube? Here we are, another gorgeous day in quarantine, and we still have a lot of things to talk about. Even though we've had to make some adjustments with the way that we're doing the show, and it's only temporary, we will get back to, like, you know, good production and good direction once everything gets back to normal. But as long as it's just me getting drunk in front of my phone and nobody to stop me and nobody to be like, hey, that sucks, let's do that again, this is what we're gonna have to deal with, man. But it is a gorgeous day outside. I think it's like almost fucking 90 degrees. I've had a fucking pork shoulder on the grill since 7 o'clock this morning. And we're actually doing really good. This is the episode where we're gonna finally give our review of Hot Georgia Soul. Never had this barbecue sauce before. Well, I mean, I've been periodically doing like my tests because I had some hopes for this. Hot Georgia Soul, man, it's right out of St. Simon's Island. I was like, man, I want to try this on everything. So I've tried it on, what all have I done it so far? I've done barbecue burgers. I've done, damn, I've already forgotten everything I've done it on. I have forgotten. Maybe it's the alcohol. But I know I've done it on barbecue burgers. I know I want to say, I did it on some beef ribs. That's what it was. I did it on some beef, back ribs. And today's final thing is going to be this barbecue that I've got going on the grill right now. Since it's not done yet, which we will go check on it in just a minute, I did buy a special beer for this. I don't know if you guys have seen the Instagram or the Facebook little teaser thing that I put out a while back, but the special beer for this, because I knew that I was going to be planning it for the barbecue, I got for our pick six for this barbecue is, and I told you guys you would see a lot of it on the show because it's my favorite brewery, Stone Tangerine Express IPA. I love it. It has been a really long time since I had it, so I can't sit there and say that like I remember exactly what it tastes like, because I don't. I want to say I first saw it like maybe 2 years ago, and I picked a 6-pack up, and as much as I loved it, it knocked me on my ass, man. I can't remember what the alcohol content in this thing was. It's 6.7. So yeah, it's a little high, and I remember getting knocked on my ass when I drank this. And so I was kind of scared of it for a little while, but when I saw it at the grocery store, that and the fact that it's kind of getting a little slim pickings out there. Like, everything seems to be like disappearing off the shelves. And yeah. I know the food and the toilet paper situation, but things that I wouldn't have expected that are disappearing are disappearing. And beer is one of them. Like, not your typical beers that you see, but like I'm not seeing a really good selection on like my craft beers. Like, well, okay, let me back that up. Our Georgia craft beers, yeah, I'm still seeing. But the craft beers out of state, I'm having trouble seeing. So yeah, man, we got an awesome show. We got And yeah, you're gonna be dealing with my ass just drunk rambling with nobody stopping me on this one. But yeah, we got an awesome show. I got some things that I want to talk about. We definitely want to review this hot Georgia Soul barbecue sauce. I'm still gonna hold off on my opinion on the beer until I get a few of them in me, just because it's been so long since I've had it. But oh yeah, there it is. It was my birthday, and so we'll talk a little bit about that. But let's go check on this meat right quick. And as soon as I come out here, the air conditioner cuts on, when all I'm trying to do is just show you guys what we're working with right here, what we've been doing, or well, what I've been doing, trying to get this pork shoulder good and smoked. Put it on about 7 o'clock this morning. Won't be long before we get to pull it off and let it rest and start shredding into it. We are almost at the perfect temperature to bring this baby out and start resting. It's going to have to rest for about 30 to 45 minutes before we can start shredding that baby up. But yeah, we're looking really good. It's weird having a birthday in the middle of a national quarantine. Like, you know, we have rules. I'm sure, as you know, because you live in the world too, this is a global pandemic that we're going through. So we have certain rules that we now have to follow. No social gatherings over 10. That really kills a fucking birthday vibe, don't it? So instead of actually doing like an actual birthday party like how I wanted to do with all my family and friends, I just kind of like chilled out at the house and hung out with my neighbors since we're already here. And yeah, we tore it up a little bit, but you know, it's odd, you know, this whole like social distancing and this whole no large gathering things. It's difficult and it's hard to like adjust to that. I've never like had this before. I mean, it sucks. I mean, let's just call it what it is. It sucks. Hopefully we're going to be able to move on and get where, you know, a little bit of where we used to be. But you know, I don't think it's ever going to be the same once we get this virus under control. And honestly, I kind of hope we don't fully go back to the way that we used to go. Like all the nasty motherfuckers out there that didn't used to wash their hands, that are washing their hands now. Y'all keep doing that shit, please, because we don't want this ever again. And I'm hoping that now that these nasty motherfuckers are already getting into the habit of washing their hands and shit, maybe we can take some of these flu numbers down that we fucking get every year, you know? Because that would be awesome. The flu, yeah, the flu sucks, but this is scary. And the reason why this is scary is the incubation period that we have in here. Like, what are they talking, 2 weeks? So a motherfucker could be walking around for 2 weeks, not even know they had it or have it, and then get sick. That is 2 weeks of shit that they've done, spreading that shit all the way around. Touching shit, going to the fucking store, paying a debit card, you're putting in your PIN number and shit. All these motherfuckers coming up behind you, touching your fucking booger diggers where they were on their booger diggers and going home with the fucking shit on their fingers. And you know, as much as I like to wash my hands, and I'm pretty sure that the majority of people like to wash their hands too, like, you can't always sit down and wash your hands. And it's funny how I've just started thinking about that since this whole pandemic thing has been going on. you'll be going to work. You got to stop at the store, pump some gas, go in there, get an energy drink, pack of cigarettes, Yoo-hoo, whatever it is you do, and go back out on your way to work. You get to work, and you wash your hands now. I'll admit, like, I never thought about that shit. Like, I would go to work, stop at the gas station, get me a pack of cigarettes, pump me some gas, go to work, start working. I would usually wash my hands when I was finished using the restroom, or I was going to get me a snack, like if I wanted to go to the break room and get me a bag of chips and a soda or something. But now, like, I'll be driving down the fucking road like this, trying not to touch the fucking steering wheel, and as soon as I get to work, I'm going in there washing my hands, because, I mean, it does instill a little bit of fear in you. And I've been thinking about how I wanted to talk about it. Like, I'm extremely upset, and we got to do we have to do an RIP. I feel like, again, the show is very young, and we've done 2 like RIPs already, like just in this young show, and the first being Kobe Bryant, and now Joe Diffie, and like, I almost feel like personally attacked. Like, this year, 2020, is specifically attacking my, like, early years. Like, Joe Diffie being my childhood, definitely my childhood. I was a little bit older, but I was still a kid. But I was a little bit older when Kobe came into the NBA, and like 2020, man, you're just attacking these motherfuckers without prejudice. I don't think we had the show up running when Neil Peart passed, but that was another one, man. Like, damn, slow it the fuck down. But yeah, I want to talk about Joe Diffie for a moment, because this guy, like, a lot of people, when they think of like 90s like country music, they want to think about like Garth Brooks, Travis Tritt, yeah. These guys are legends, but Joe Diffie, he's a little bit lesser known. If you've listened to like 90s country music, you've heard his songs. Especially, you may not like recognize his face or recognize like the name, but you have heard his songs, and some of these songs are timeless. Today, I've been listening to Joe Diffie all day long. Prop Me Up by the Jukebox, fucking Third Rock from the Sun, man. Man, like, it's just, these songs are timeless. They stand. Like, I'll still be listening to these songs when I'm in my 40s. I'll still be listening to these songs when I'm in my 50s. I'll still be listening to these songs in my 60s. God willing. Like, hopefully this fucking shitty ass virus don't come in here and take me out either. But Joe Diffie, like, if you guys haven't heard of him, or maybe you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, it's like, Morris, dude, I don't really like country music at all. I'm more of a hip hop head, or, you know, I like rock music. Look, we all like the same shit. I do find myself like liking a little bit of everything, and that's, you know, I guess part of just my personality. But Joe Diffie really stands out for me. I remember being like a little kid, probably, how old was I in the fucking 90s? Like fucking, like, I know 10, like maybe 10, maybe 11. I think I was 11 in 94. And I remember going to the grocery store with my grandparents, and fucking Joe Diffie would be playing on the radio, So Help Me Girl. Like, god damn, it's these memories. And I think that's why, like, I'm getting a little, like, I'm telling you, when I heard news that Joe Diffie died, like, I didn't want to do a goddamn thing. All I did was just fucking kept refreshing Facebook. It, like, killed my vibe to do anything. I mean, being stuck in the house is one thing, but, like, fucking Joe Diffie, really? Come on, man. Like, what did he ever do to you? Coronavirus? Motherfucker. You should have taken Tom Hanks. Nah, I didn't mean that. I did not mean that. Now, you hate to see anybody like fall, especially like this with this virus. We got to get this virus under control. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have to get it under control. We have to work together. We have to keep working on this whole social distancing thing. We have to, if you can, stay the fuck at home. I kind of wish some of these like businesses that claim to be essential would realize that people's lives are more important than their bottom line. I think we could help speed up the process of getting this thing out of here if, we work together as a full like unit. And honestly, I don't see a whole lot of point and like I'm just sitting on the backside kind of like looking at what some companies are doing, and there ain't nothing I can do about it, but I can sit there and watch it and just wish like somebody would get a clue and realize, hey, this thing is a little bit more dangerous than what we want to admit it to be. And we're gonna have to work together as people, man. We gotta knock this thing out. We gotta start having love for one another and appreciating one another. And what I see a lot of people below a certain line already doing that, but I think we still have a little too many suits that still have that whole mentality that the people down at the bottom are worthless scum because they don't have what I have. They don't have this much money. And sometimes I get drunk and think maybe that's why this virus is here. Maybe we have so much arrogance in this world that this virus has come and it's supposed to show us that we're all equal. Like we are all the same. Like no matter what your status is in this life, we're all gonna die. And once we die, whatever line we're standing in, this line or that line, we're all gonna be equal. When it comes, we're in hell or in heaven, we're all gonna be equal. And shit like that kind of makes you think, man. I'm gonna ponder on this for a minute. We now have our pork off of the grill, which I'm super excited about because now, like, I thought it smelled good outside, but it's smelling so much more better here now. And one thing that I do want to mention about the pork, pork is a funny word, man. So the process that I kind of like to take, before I went to bed last night, pulled it out of the fridge, opened it up, drained all the blood and everything off, washed it off real good, with paper towels, towel dried it, and I put my seasoning all over it. And I just let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. Woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, came downstairs, started getting everything ready, pulled it out of the fridge too because I wanted it to kind of sit out for an hour before I got, to put it on the grill. That way it would kind of knock some of that cold chill off. And once I got the grill prepped up, I reapplied some seasoning on there, set that joker down on there, and it's been cooking since 7 o'clock. It is 3 o'clock now. I'm going to let it rest for about 30 minutes because we're at a comfortable 200 degrees. If it was lower than that, I would up the rest time to 45 minutes. It's important to let your meat rest. So once you let it rest, the juices will redistribute itself throughout the meat. And once that time period has passed, then we can start shredding it up. And by then, we're going to have some barbecue sandwiches. And I just got finished shredding the pork. So we're going to do our review. Mike, I need you to go over here. Pour me another one of these Tangerine Express IPAs by Stone Brewery. And you know what I forgot? I forgot my rolls. Because what we are going to do what the hell? We're going to make sliders. I'll never find anything I'm looking for. It's probably because I'm unprepared. But I had gotten some King's Hawaiian sweet rolls. I like sliders. So we are going to get us one of these bad boys out. You know, I thought these were bigger. Give us a little plate here. So this is our pulled pork. Yeah, make it fat. Make it fat. And now we're going to drizzle some hot Georgia Soul. Well, a little bit more than a drizzle. It's all right, though. That's good. That is good. Now, I waited before I said anything. I did say it earlier. I tried the hot Georgia Soul on some beef ribs. And I tried it on a mushroom, onion, and cheddar cheeseburger. And I feel like it was better on the burger than the ribs. It was still good on the ribs. But it knocks it out of the park on this pork. I think that this is definitely what it was made for. I gotta get another bite. Hold on. Goodness gracious. That is good. It does have a little bit of kick on it. Not too much, honestly. I mean, I've obviously eaten some hotter stuff. You can taste it, but I think the whole family could probably eat this. In fact, we're going to test it out a little bit later once everybody gets home. On film. Or, well, the hard drive of my phone. Yeah, once we finish eating this sandwich, a few more things to talk about. Man, this is good. Man. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. You can't get none of this, Buster. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Oh man, that is delicious right there. Oh my goodness. Sweet and fiery barbecue sauce. Now, oh, it says the perfect enhancement to any grilled or smoked meats and seafood. I would have never thought to try this on some seafood. But I can see it because it's obviously a mustard base. I'm not gonna waste you guys' time trying to read the ingredients. Yeah, I am. Fuck it. Yep. First ingredient, mustard. But yeah, this is tasty. Southern Soul Barbecue. Yeah, it's good. I recommend this definitely. This right here has It's a Guy Things seal of approval. But you don't have to be a guy to enjoy this barbecue sauce. I'm telling you, women would enjoy this our barbecue sauce, and any one of the other 72 genders. It's a really, really, really good barbecue sauce. And you know what really kind of made me want to, I wanted to do something for Joe Diffie. Country music. You know, he's from Oklahoma. I'm not. I don't know what they do in Oklahoma. But I was like, fuck it, man. Let's just do some Georgia barbecue. You know, on the other end of the coast, you got California. I think Oklahoma's in the middle, right? So we got Georgia barbecue, California Tangerine Express IPA. Meet in the middle, I guess. Oh yeah, this right here is bigger than the Beatles, man. God damn. Okay, now that that's over with, let's get back to our Joe Diffie barbecue. Um, we wanted to celebrate Joe Diffie, so we've been listening to Joe Diffie all day. Did the barbecue. This barbecue sauce, finally, my review. This barbecue sauce is amazing, and what you're about to witness here is something that has never happened. You may never see it again. I'm going to give this barbecue sauce, Hot Georgia Soul. I'm going to give this barbecue sauce a 10. It tastes so good. I really want to eat another sandwich, but I know I have to save some of this for my family. Yeah. Yeah, I do. But this barbecue sauce is so good. It was good on burgers. It was good on the beef ribs. I definitely want to try it on some pork baby backs, which I will be doing in the future. Um, it's got really good heat on it. I can see it getting pretty hot if you eat like a bunch back to back. Like I just demolished 2 sandwiches. The first sandwich was not hot, but as I was eating the second sandwich, it built up just a little bit. So I want to say that as long as like everybody in the family can tolerate a little bit of spice, everyone can enjoy this barbecue sauce. It's not anything that is gonna be like, oh man, I don't see how you eat that hot shit. Everybody's gonna be able to enjoy this barbecue sauce. First time ever. It's a guy thing. 10. We got to have some type of platinum trophy or something that we're popping up on the screen right here because, like, that's a big deal. We may never see a 10 again. So moving on to that, well, from that, now we're going to have to get into our Babe of the Week. And I was a little bit conflicted on what I wanted to do with Babe of the Week on this episode, because I really felt like there was nothing for a babe to be in it with. And, I searched a little bit online, and then I remembered. Actually, I want to leeway a little bit better into that. Like, I remembered what had happened, but okay, so this whole episode is in honor and in memory of Joe Diffie. Joe Diffie passed away from complications of COVID-19, which is just terrible. I want to say like a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, don't quote me on that, there was a horrible Instagram video. Man, I don't know how to do it, but Gal Gadot, or however you pronounce her last name, it's a guy thing's Babe of the Week, and she got a lot of hate on the Instagram video that she put out with her singing Imagine, and it was going to everyone, like everybody was singing John Lennon's Imagine. I watched the video. It wasn't something that I would watch again, but maybe it's the guy in me, but I'm sitting there watching it, like her part at least, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, and I felt bad because it was a serious video, and it was meant to be taken seriously, but I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, so this bitch is at home, like, with no Hollywood makeup on, and she is that fine? Okay, yeah, definitely this week's Babe of the Week, and I'll tell you, like, I enjoy, like, the movies that she plays in. Fast and Furious, all the Fast movies that she was in. I want to say she was in like 3, 4. I don't remember how many of them that she has been in since she came in to Fast and Furious. But Wonder Woman was a really awesome flick. I can't wait to watch the new one, even though I think it's supposed to be like delayed or something. I don't know. But Gal Gadot, she's a fucking badass too, man. She was in the Israeli Defense Force for 2 years, because everybody in Israel has to spend 2 years in the military. Like, that's just something they have to do. But yeah, she's a badass. So, yeah, definitely. I'm going to try not to say her name again, because I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, and I don't want to do any disrespect, but she's a 9. It's a guy thing, 9. Yes, it's that good. The barbecue sauce, because I'm still just like, that was nasty. We could also probably apply that to her too. I'm gonna make me another one of these fucking sandwiches. We'll be right back for the beer review. I know I said we were going to come back for the beer review, but I think I got to toot my own fucking horn here for a minute, because this pulled pork is insane. I did do something a little bit different. I did not inject this time, and normally I like to inject apple juice, but I did not do it this time because I didn't have any. But and I used cherry wood and apple wood to smoke. So yeah, the smoke pairing is really, really fucking good on this. And I'm probably going to start doing that a whole lot more, because I do like it. But yeah, I just wanted to toot my own horn there for a minute. So Stone Brewing Tangerine Express IPA. I, I can definitely see why this was dangerous. Earlier, I was saying that it knocked me on my ass, and because I knew it was higher alcohol content. And then when I was looking at the can while we were filming, I saw it said 6.7, and I'm like, 6.7? I've drank higher than that. And then I started drinking these, and I remember why. This is a very, very juicy IPA. You drink it in big gulps. You can down one pretty quick. It's not the easiest beer to drink. Like I know you've seen the Sam 76 and some of the others where I talk about just a beer being like just crushable and you can down it super fast. This is the same thing, but a completely different style of beer because it's thicker, it's juicier. The tangerine is really an explosion. Like you can taste like a hint of tangerine in it, and like I like it. I like oranges. I like tangerines, but it says tangerine and pineapple. I don't necessarily taste hardly any pineapple. If it's there, it is so subtle my palate can't distinguish it. Um, but this beer goes really good with this barbecue, and I don't know if it's just like a coastal type thing with uh, we got the St. Simon's Hot Georgia Soul barbecue sauce, which St. Simon's is down there at the ocean, so they probably do put it on a lot of seafood. Um, and then the West Coast, and I don't want to say fruity because this is not a fruity beer at all, but you do get a hint of fruit. But I could, I've been drinking it outside on this beautiful 90-degree day, and like it's just a great pairing. Oh, and I bought the Hawaiian rolls too. So like, yeah, it's like just fucking pretending to be tropical when you're in the fucking woods, because that's what I do. Yeah, this beer, I want to give it. Man, let's see. Okay, I mixed that one up pretty good. One thing about these beers that I do want to say, you got to be careful. Like, you may make sure that you roll your can around before you pop it open, because you'll have a lot of like white sediment like floating in here if you don't. And even though like I don't have a problem with it, like with the way that it tastes, it does like fuck with my brain a little bit when I'm sitting there like seeing a powder float around in my beer. Like it'll kind of like poison the well for me. But yeah, this beer, man, I'm gonna give it an eight, a solid eight, because it's that good. Um, Now, one of these days, I want to sit down and really like break down to you guys the scale at which we like to do our reviews. An eight is phenomenal. Like it is way better than average, and you probably saying, dude, you always give Stone an eight. Yeah, well, there's a reason why they're my favorite, because they're always eights. Um, but yeah, one day I definitely need to break down the scales to you, because I know I've reviewed some things as good, but have given it a 6 or a 7, and you guys just need to know that a 6 and a 7 is good. It is above average, because an average is 5 out of 10. So, yeah. Stone Tangerine Express IPA. Let me show you fellas the can one more time. I love their artwork too. Like just their little gargoyle head. It's amazing. Um, an 8. It's an extremely good beer, and I would definitely buy this whenever I see it. You unless I just had something else planned that I wanted to drink and I just really had a taste for it. If I'm walking around the grocery store and I have no idea what I want to buy, and I see Stone Tangerine Express IPA, it's going in the buggy. That's a fact. So yeah, look, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Rest in peace, Joe Diffie, Gal Gadot. You're beautiful. Keep doing what you do. Don't worry about all the haters on that Instagram video. I know where your heart was at, so thumbs up on that one. So yeah, follow me for more recipes also. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, please click the like button. Be sure to keep on following us and keeping up to date with us, and you do that by clicking the bell so you can get all the notifications for whenever we upload. And please leave a comment down below. If you need more explanation on anything, comment down below or drop us an email, which we should have linked on our thing. If not, I'll get on that. So yeah, peace out. Y'all be safe. Social distancing.